Hi plant friends, I've got a Hoya import video for you. I'm getting right into it. There's a lot to unpack. First up is the Hoya elliptica round leaf. It's in a size small and it was $15. I did a joint order with my planty friend, so a few of the plants are for her and I'll let you know which ones. I'm going to also let you know the price and the size of the plants that I ordered so you can have an idea in case you want to do an import. I'm also going to show you how I pot the plants and how they're doing to date. The first step in getting these plants acclimated is to give them a nice drink of water. I'm going to soak them for about 2 hours. Next is the Hoya pachyclada red corona. I ordered this one in size medium and it was $15. So look at this beauty, very impressive. A few plants in this order are for my planty friend. This is the tequila sunrise. She ordered in a size small at $60. Next up is the Hoya macrophylla Snow Queen Splash. I ordered this one in a size small for $30. Next is the Hoya decii. My planty friend ordered this one in a small and it's $15. Next, I ordered the Hoya imperialis red in a size small, and this one was $10. This one is the Hoya pachyclada white. I ordered this one in a size medium. It was $15. My planty friend ordered this one. It's Helwegiana, size small, $15. This one's for my planty friend. It's Hoya Coralina Red Corona. She ordered it in a size medium and it was $30. This one's also for my planty friend. It's Hoya Bertonier, size medium, $18. This one's for me, Hoya fungi, size small, $10. This one's also for me. It's the Hoya pachyclada albomarginata round leaf, size small, $30. Also selected the Hoya glabra Thai, size small, $10. I thought I'd try this one too. It's the Hoya imperialis palawan, size small, $11. This was Hoya Patricia. It's for my planty friend. It's size medium, $20. I also ordered the Hoya CV Jennifer, size small, $15. This Hoya Waimaniai Malaysia is for my planty friend, size medium, $25. This one looked interesting. It's the Hoya myrmecopa purple, size small, and I paid only $7 for this one. This one's the Hoya macrophylla big leaf, size small, $15. This one was a gift. It was included with the purchase. It's the Hoya pubicalyx splash. This was the Hoya pachyclada variety New Moon, size small, $30. For this soak, I'm just using fresh water. I decided not to add any fertilizer to this water, but if I was going to add fertilizer, I'd do a very weak solution. After soaking, I'm removing the sphagnum moss from the roots. The roots are actually fairly decent, and I'm placing them on a towel to soak up any excess water. I ordered the plants from Hoya, and the shipping did not take long at all. I believe the plants left Thailand on a Thursday, and the following Monday they were here in Toronto. Shipping was quite easy. If you're in Canada, normally you need an import license, but I was pleased to find out that I can piggyback on the courier's import license, so I didn't need an import license of my own. Soil, I'm mixing up a very chunky, airy mix. It's going to be well draining. It has soil, perlite, and orchid bark. So plant friends, 3 plants did not make it at 3 casualties. While I'm potting them up, take a guess on which ones didn't make it. You can comment below. First plant I'm potting up is the pachyclada variety New Moon. This is a beautiful plant, absolutely gorgeous, and it had a peduncle and a fairly decent root system. But as you can see, the leaves on this one are fairly dehydrated. They're quite limp. Thai glabra also had a generous amount of roots, and the leaves on this one was not affected by the shipping at all. They were quite firm. I believe I ordered all the pachycladas that were on their list. This one's the Hoya pachyclada albomarginata round leaf. The root on this one was fair. The older leaves were nice and firm, but the new leaves were slightly limp. Next is the macrophylla snow queen splash. Root system was very nice, lots of roots. However, the leaves were very limp. All the leaves were very dehydrated. This one even had a yellow leaf. It was a bottom leaf, and that's normally expected with transport. Hoya CV Jennifer had no limp leaves. The leaves were nice and thick. The only damage in the transport was the grow tip, and her roots were fairly good. Hoya pachyclada white corona was fairly good. The leaves were nice and firm, and she had a decent root system. Hoya fungi looked like it was not stressed from the shipment. The leaves were quite beautiful. Hoya macrophylla big leaf, not bothered by the import at all. This plant is looking absolutely beautiful, nice firm leaves, and I like that it comes with a lot of roots. I know a lot of people like to cut these roots off, but I like to leave them on. I think it gives the plants a helping hand to get acclimated and for those roots to absorb some nutrients or some moisture from the soil. This Hoya palawan had practically no roots, but the leaves were still nice and firm, just slightly limp. Hoya imperialis red was very stressed from the roots. This plant did not like the transport at all. Her roots were fair, but boy, she was so stressed out. Hoya pubicalyx splash, what a tough plant. It was not bothered by the import at all. Slightly dehydrated, but pubicalyx are known to be tough plants, so this one did very well. These Hoya myrmecopa purple looked like they were fresh cutting. They hardly had established roots on them, and their leaves were still firm, but just a little bit dehydrated. This one's Hoya pachyclada red corona. Wow, look at the roots and the trunk on this one. Wow, this one had me nervous but excited at the same time. Wow, what a beauty. I underestimated the pot size for this one. I was starting off with a plastic pot, then I had to abandon that idea and grab a nice clay pot for this beauty. What a specimen of a plant, and also came with 2 peduncles. I'm hoping this is gonna pull through. You know, with these Hoyas, when they're transported, they're expected to lose a few leaves and possibly the peduncles. What a beautiful plant. All I could think when I was potting this one up was please don't die. Now that I've got all the plants potted up, let's give them a drink of water. For watering, it's not a soaking, it's just a hint of water to moisten the soil to allow these roots to absorb a little bit of water over the next couple of days. And it's something that I will repeat every 3 days. This is about 3 days later. I'm double checking the plants. I'm feeling the leaves to see if they're getting a little bit firmer or maybe even getting more limp. Let's have a look. Hoya pachyclada New Moon was very limp. Hoya CV Jennifer, very firm, unbothered by the transport. Hoya imperialis had a few limp leaves at the bottom, but our upper leaves were still nice and firm. Hoya glabra looking very perfect. Hoya pubic splash was doing great. It's hard to kill that plant. Hoya macrophylla Snow Queen Splash has me very nervous that the leaves are so limp. Hoya fungi nice and firm. Hoya macrophylla big leaf doing fantastic. The leaves are nice and firm. Hoya pachyclada red corona is doing great. Now the following day she did drop a few leaves, but she's hanging in there. Hoya pachyclada white corona is looking fairly good. The leaves are a little bit limp, but she's pulling through. Our first casualty, it's the pachyclada albomarginata round leaf. This one disintegrated overnight. Hoya imperialis red is still very limp, but she hasn't perked up at all. I'm worried about this one. Hoya pachyclada white corona actually came with 2 plants since I purchased the medium. Now the second plant is not doing very well, also very limp. I'm also worried about these myrmecopa purple. They look like they were fresh cutting, barely rooted, and the leaves are a little bit limp. I'm worried about them too. To give you an idea of timeline, I ordered the plants and received them late April. Now that it's late June, let's see how they're doing. This is the final result. I've been keeping the plants in a little greenhouse. It's actually one that I purchased from IKEA. It comes with a metal stand and a plastic greenhouse, and it's been perfect for these beauties. Hoya pachyclada white corona made it. It's throwing off this beautiful new growth, and at some of the nodes it looks like she's branching. Hoya myrmecopa purple also made it, and I am actually really impressed with the way this plant pulled through. The leaves are now nice and firm, and it's pushing out a little bit of new growth at the tip. Hoya pachyclada New Moon survived. I'm impressed with this one, and it also produced 2 new leaves, which is great. No variegation on the new leaves, but overall I'm happy with this plant. It actually pulled through because I was ready to write this plant off from the beginning. Hoya macrophylla Snow Queen Splash survived. I'm so happy with this one, and she produced 2 new leaves. Just great. Hoya macrophylla, I was not worried about this one at all. It was nice and firm all the way through, and now it's pushing out a new tendril. Wow, what a beautiful, vigorous plant. Definitely one I recommend ordering if you're doing an import because it fares well in the transport. Wow, Hoya imperialis palawan. I was nervous about this one for a touch there, but it survived. What a tough plant. A very good imperialis in case you want to purchase one. This one really pulled through nicely on the transport, and it's working on a new little growth. I'm so happy with this one. Yeah, glabra is so tough. What a little champ. This plant did not skip a beat as well, and it looks like she's working on 3 new growth points and 2 new leaves. Wow, so great. Hoya fungi is also a very tough Hoya. This one did not skip a beat. Fantastic plant. You know what? All throughout the growing process, it looked like it was something that's been in my collection for quite a long time. It's starting to branch at the tip, but check out this leaf. I'm not sure if this leaf came with the plant or if it grew this leaf over the last couple of months, but boy is it fantastic. I'm absolutely ecstatic for this Hoya pachyclada red corona. She survived. I am overjoyed with this plant. It dropped all the peduncles and a few leaves, but I see that it's working on 2 new growth points. Absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping I can keep this plant happy for a very long time. I can't wait to make this one bloom. Look at its old peduncle, it's so large. Hoya CV Jennifer, also a very tough Hoya. This one did fantastic throughout the import process. It came very healthy, nice and firm. And look at this leaf. This is a new leaf that is shot out over the last month. Her tendrils lengthening and more new leaves to come. This is a Hoya I was not worried about. It's a Hoya pubicalis splash. These plants are just tough as nails. And I like this one. It's quite splashy. Although I have one in my collection, I like this one because of the splashes on the leaves. It looks like I knocked off a leaf, but this plant's tough. It will grow more back. Now for the 3 plants that did not survive. First up is the Hoya pachyclada alba marginata round leaf. I'm a little bit disappointed about this one because I really want to collect these pachycladas. For some reason I love the foliage. This one was the Hoya pachyclada white corona, which thank goodness I ordered the medium, so it came with 2 plants. One survived and one didn't. So only 2.5 plants didn't make it. And our final beauty that didn't make it is the Hoya imperialis red. Now this one was finicky from the start. She came really limp and she just didn't pull through. I'm sad to say. Plant friends, I'm quite impressed with this order from Ah Hoya. I like the size of the plants and I like that it didn't take long for the plants to come in. Plus the quality was pretty good. Thanks for watching, plant friends. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, and follow me on Instagram at Life of Bellina.